Hello everyone, this is Jack. Well, in this video I'm going to show you how you can make your own organic fertilizer, including hot compost, worm castings, compost tea, and how you can use kitchen scraps in your gardening and different methods to feed your plants. These are the methods and some of the secrets that fertilizer companies wish you don't know. I'm all about organic gardening, and when I see these chemical fertilizer packets which has these NPK numbers, which is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, when I see them in store and people buying them and using them in your garden, it breaks my heart because we actually got it backwards. All of these chemical fertilizers are geared towards feeding the plants, and we are not to be concerned about feeding the plants. We should be concerned about feeding the soil. The soil in turn feeds the plants. Well, organic gardening is nothing new. Actually, the opposite is true. Conventional gardening is new. We just started using conventional methods about 7 to 8 decades ago. Since 30s, 40s, and 50s, our ancestors for centuries have been using organic methods to grow their food. And that's why people used to say the food tasted better back in the day. I learned all of these organic methods from my 96-year-old great-grandfather, who always used organic methods to create his own garden. He lived to be 96 and I got to learn a lot from him. So let's get started on making some of these fertilizer, and let me show you how you can feed your own plants. So let's start with worm castings. Now I keep my earthworms in this worm bin, and this is a stackable worm bin that I built, and I made a separate video on how you can build this one as well. And I have about 2,000 earthworms in there. They're red regular earthworms, and I keep feeding kitchen scraps to them and they keep making black gold for me.
Worm castings contain live enzymes and nutrients. Worm castings also encourage microbial activity in the soil. Earthworms aerate the soil and make the soil loose for roots to grow deep. If you do not already have earthworms in your garden, you can order some online or get some from a friend. The earthworms you should get are red regular earthworms. These worms do really well in confined spaces and are very easy to keep in your garden. Earthworms can eat half their body weight in a day, which all turns into organic fertilizer.
So how do you feed the soil so that your soil feeds your plants? You actually increase the organic matter in the soil. You add compost in your soil, manure in your soil, and you actually have microbial activity in the soil and have earthworms in your soil. All of these make your soil living. And I made a separate video on how you can make your living soil as well, so check that out if you're interested. It is a self-sustaining process that actually keeps feeding your plants. Now, lots of people use chemical fertilizers in their garden, which actually feeds the plants, make the plants grow bigger and produce fruit. However, the fruit that you actually get from using chemical fertilizer doesn't even taste as good as organic methods. When I taste a tomato that I grew myself in my organic garden using manure and compost and having living soil, the taste is out of this world.
If you have earthworms in your garden, you can also break kitchen scraps right into your garden and they will be turned into black gold, which is rich organic fertilizer right in your garden. Just make sure all the material is fully composted before you plant. I made a separate video on my experience of burning kitchen scraps, so check that out if you're interested.
Next up, manure. Now I have this manure cart behind me which is full of horse manure, which I got from my neighbor. So thanks to them for providing me with all of this horse manure, which is going to go right in the garden. I first create furrows like these in my garden with the tractor, and then I go with the manure cart right on top of the furrows and add manure right inside the furrows and then cover them up. Well, check it out. This manure cart is full of manure which I keep adding in my garden to grow big, beautiful vegetable plants. You can also get cow manure from local dairies, and you can also get horse manure from local horse ranches as well. You can also buy steer manure or cow manure in bags like these from your local garden center. Steer manure and cow manure has been used by our ancestors throughout the century, and it doesn't even matter which part of the world we are from. All of our ancestors has used cow dung to fertilize their gardens.
Cow manure should be added to your garden at least 30 days before adding your plants. Cow manure contains good nutrients and live bacteria needed for your vegetable garden to grow.
Now you can use all different kinds of manure. You can use cow manure, steer manure, sheep manure, goat manure, rabbit manure. You can use different kinds of manure in your garden. Just make sure your manure is well aged, it's not fresh, and don't use too much manure in your garden because manure can also burn your plants. So use sparingly, use well aged manure, and incorporate well into your soil before planting. Next, chicken manure. We have chickens and we feed them vegetable scraps, and guess what? They make us fertilizer, which is chicken manure. You can also buy chicken manure in bags like these from your local garden center, or you can keep chickens and make your own chicken manure, or you can contact a friend or somebody in your neighborhood that has chickens and you can source chicken manure that way as well.
Chicken manure makes a great fertilizer. Chicken manure is high in nitrogen and also contains potassium and phosphorus. Raw chicken manure can contain a lot of nitrogen and can burn plants, so it is best to age chicken manure or compost the chicken manure before adding to your garden.
Next up, compost tea, which you can easily make yourself using grass clippings. You can also add kitchen scraps such as banana peels and orange peels to make your compost tea as well.
Just soak grass clippings and any green material from your garden in a bucket full of water for 3 to 5 days. After about 5 days, filter the water into a can and water your plants with the compost tea. Compost tea provides readily available nutrients to plants, and your plants will absolutely love a serving of compost tea.
Next up, hard compost, which you can easily make yourself using dead leaves and green grass clippings. Now I have a pile of dead leaves right here which I collect in fall, and I keep using it all throughout the year because I need a source of brown material. You can mix brown material and green materials to make your hard compost.
Mix brown materials such as dead leaves with grass clippings. Layer the brown and green material like a lasagna to make the compost pile. Water the pile completely when done. Keep the pile moist by watering the pile every 2 to 3 days and turn the pile every 4 to 6 days. The pile heats up and all the organic matter starts to decompose quickly. After 2 months, the hard compost will be ready. I made a detailed video on how to make hard compost. Check it out if you're interested.
You can also add coffee grounds, which you can get from local cafes, and you can also add kitchen scraps in your hard compost as well. The finer the material, the faster your compost will heat up and the faster you'll get your compost.
Coffee grounds break down very easily and they are natural pest deterrent, and they smell really good. Coffee grounds add organic material to the soil and improve water retention in the soil. Fresh coffee grounds are acidic, however, used coffee grounds are neutral in pH. You can pick up coffee grounds from your local coffee shop or Starbucks and they'll be happy to give you the coffee grounds. You can add coffee grounds directly to your garden or add coffee grounds to your hard compost.
I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can use all of these different techniques to create your own organic fertilizer, feed your soil, which in turn feeds the plant, and you can grow big plants which produce delicious vegetables, and I'll see you in another video.